With both Kataris and Cannon just having a constant active hitbox, it can become really difficult to hit Lin Fei. It is really, really tricky, but everybody, we're getting into game one. Experiences then up against Guichabou and TruckStopBurrito, and let's see what we got. TruckStopBurrito already able to get that end light. Guichabou dashing in there, finding a bunch of end lights of his own, but not enough clean hits to find that follow-up that he wanted.
Yeah, always a little bit weird with that end light. You know, before Qatar players rather used to make that decision between like, oh, nice conversion there. If they wanted to do side light, D light, or if they wanted to do side light into end light, and you know, before some of the patch at this point, probably like half a year to a year ago, you needed a certain amount of decks to even be able to get side light, end light true. But now every single Qatar legend can do it. So it's like I don't even know what's going on over here. TruckStop just kind of hugging the wall,
taking his sweet old time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, you know, I'm comfortable off stage. I like it here. Although Zen's stock not going to be gone quite yet. TruckStopBurrito stock is going to be gone to, I believe, the Cannon neutraler from Experience there. Okay, backing off a little bit, able to get that sider, knocking Guichabou off stage. Experience looking for that D-light. Guichabou just finding that neutraler, and that is going to be Zen's first stock gone, as well as Experiences. Yeah,
TruckStop just charging that down sig, and honestly, you don't get to see that one super often, especially on that Macho Man epic crossover skin. You know, sometimes it's like, oh man, those sparks, what are those again? Oh, that's the down sig, crap, and then you get hit by it. And then that may have been a shade of what happened there. I mean, at this point, this game looking, once again, closer than I think a lot of people would have expected, right? Like, I feel like we're so used to kind of top seeds in a tournament, just kind of having such an easy time getting into the top 8, but it's clear that at this point, the skill level in America has gotten to a point where it's a toss-up, even in the qualifiers.
Oh, what an N-Sig. Again, that Onyx N-Sig, that thing is huge, know, right? And that thing is strong, and it KOs you from across the stage. Wushong's N-Sig not connecting, who'd have thought? Zen, okay, going to be looking through the side light recovery, unsuccessfully, tracking down TruckStopBurrito. TruckStopBurrito trying to keep himself safe with that downer, missing the sider, but every single time that you think you can punish Axe sider, it has a little bit more momentum than it did last time.
Yeah, no, it's so interesting, and this is, you know, also we're talking about like changes to weapons, right? Like Axe used to be able to drift so much further with its side air on whiff, and that got toned down a bit, but people can still struggle to kind of get that one sometimes, and that's.
I was plugging in the wrong time.
Those days were tough. Those days were tough.
Must have been for you. And at the moment, Experience, okay, coming back onto the stage here. Just focusing on to TruckStop for a second, gets that side light. Again, everybody just keeps on consistently dodging out of these side lights. Huge little combo onto Guichabou, good amount of damage. TruckStop committing to this edge guard. They want to take out Experience now.
Yeah, they say, you know what? Experience is kind of the one on that team that tends to be the most likely to erupt. What do you see?
TruckStop missed the sider. That would have been huge. The neutral light into the sider of Max, that would have been crazy. Even if it didn't KO, it would have set up the nastiest 2v1. They almost had it, but now look how awful the position is for blue team. TruckStop taking so long to get back onto the stage. Guichabou trying to get off of the ledge. 2 exclamation marks, and finally Zen's recovery is going to be able to do it.
Okay. Oh, ambitious. That should have been the game right there, but both members of the red team going for the punch at the same time kind of loses them the opportunity, which allows TruckStop to have another chance here. That should be maybe enough in the corner. Yeah, the end light does still hit hard enough despite the nerfs that Gauntlet got at this point like 3 to 4 months ago on end light's KO ability. When you have that much damage racked up on you, it doesn't matter if you're Ulgrim or if you're Magyar, you're going to lose your stock.
Yeah, you're gone at that point. And that was a little bit tragic for TruckStopBurrito and Guichabou, because that was the end light side of the follow-up on the right side of the stage. That was so close to being so pivotal. They had the follow-up. TruckStop was in the best possible position, sider, excuse me, and then whoever it was they were comboing just was able to get the dodge out in time. Had that connected, the tides of this game would have been completely shifted, and then instead, blue team, they got separated on opposite sides of the stage, and then you know what happens to teammates that get put in that position. And
this is what I like to see as well, right? We were talking about Nyx as kind of an unorthodox pick. Obviously, Guichabou rocking Sakura, aka Lin Fei, also a bit of an unorthodox pick, but it's also because Guichabou does not play another legend. It is Lin Fei until the day I die. But I think the good thing about it for Guichabou is the fact that it's like, well, you have that cannon at the very minimum, so you do have at least one weapon that can be used very convincingly to create 2v2 combos.
Guichabou looking for that neutral, just back it off a little bit, trying to threaten experience. Experience going back in against TruckStopBurrito. Everybody is swinging. Guichabou trying to jump back on, gets that downer, immediately converging onto experience instead.
Ooh, D-Light Sayer's not going to be enough. Zen swatting everyone on the screen, forces out that dodge, but won't be able to do much unarmed. As I say that, man, just to position himself. Yo, Zen?
Zen wanted those dive kicks. He didn't quite connect them. Experience wanted that ground pound, and he didn't quite connect that either. Okay,
oh, wow,
coming back on.
Aggressive recovery. Like, who does that, right?
Somebody thinks that they're safe going high. Somebody thinks that they're safe going around. Axe recovery. That thing is huge.
Yeah, it's just like offensive axe recovery away from the stage. Definitely caught me sleeping, but that's exactly why TruckStop did it. And now we're in a situation where, you know, the stocks are even. Guichabou is a sneeze away from losing a stock. Goes for that side sig. Doesn't get punished for it. That side air hits on the stage, which reduces the force, which then, okay, a little bit ambitious, Guichabou. No one's over there.
That was just in case. That was like a precautionary measure saying, don't edge guard me because this is what's going to happen to you.
Ooh, and light's not enough. Okay, TruckStop trying to chef a little bit unarmed here. Wow, just got caught. Yeah, experience just did it.
Okay, that's the end light. Is there going to be another follow-up from Guichabou? Zen is not going to give Guichabou that kind of opening. Just making sure that experience gets back on nice and safe until finally his first stock is gone.
Okay, and that was a bit of a, what do you call it? A wonky mix-up to go for, right? Because I started off of, I believe, TruckStop getting a side light on Axe, but you do have a true conversion off of that, right? You just go for a side light and here, nair, but instead, I'm going to read your dodge and go for a down sig and manage to get the KO like that. And also hitting Guichabou a lot
and people
now.
immediately mash dodge because they don't want to get hit with the level 1 mix-up, which is side light into side light. And so they're like, oh, I want to dodge out of that. I'll just take the guaranteed neutral loop. And then he's one step ahead of you. And he's got that D6. So, yeah, excellent call out.
Which I guess you caught a little bit too, because at this point, it's like we're at a level where like you can react to the startup of side air. Like, we've been dealing with this move for years now. Come on now. But, oh, we got to be careful. It looks like it's going to be 2v1 for Guichabou. That's not going to be the stock, though, and Guichabou does have 2. So this is, like, kind of doable. Oh,
especially if you take out Zen. If you take out Zen and you make it a 1v1, well, you know, that does seem a little bit out of reach. So Zen's job is playing back and getting out of there because you want nothing to do with Guichabou except to follow up off of experience.
And I know Zen and experience have a combo for this, right? And so it's like if you're Guichabou, this is going to be particularly difficult because, one, getting a weapon is going to be hard. You're going to get starved the entire time. And two, Lin Fei's KO power is not that high. So the fact that Zen's in light orange actually means that, I don't know, Guichabou probably has to hit him like 5 times. That's a lot in a 2v1.
Oh, no. Okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. What are you going to do here? The GCD light doesn't connect. The downer does not either. Guichabou, that was your moment. That was your chance. You had the stage. And
it still connects.
Hold on.
For years.
Hold. Are we holding?
I'm holding. I'm holding.
Okay, and so
Guichabou wins these.
Let's see how it happens. So we have Kataris on hand. So are we looking for a side light or are we looking for the downer? Experience just playing back, playing nice and patiently. Okay, that's the neutral. No jump call out with the downer. Side light into the neutral. We get to see so few true 1v1s lately in 2s.
Yeah, and the thing is, experience is extremely patient. Honestly, had shades of Megdi when he first erupted on the scene in 1v1s. That, like, if Guichabou was just waiting for experience to do something that's unsafe, experience is like, I got time, right? At this point, he's just kind of nickeling and diming his way toward victory here. He needs 1 D-light and he wins the game. He knows it. There he goes. Goes for 1. He's going to go for it again.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's the end light into the recovery. Tries to go for another downer. Doesn't find it quite yet, though. Dashing around. I cannot believe that side light did not connect. The downer, just the very last hitbox of it, clipping experience. Guichabou making it back on, eating that end light, but still tanky enough to make it back on. So, how do we get back onto the stage against Gauntlets? Ooh, that end light is such an active hitbox.
Oh, hold on. This is actually a huge moment for Guichabou here. Of the weapon spawn kind of favors experience there. Guichabou trying to find something. Needs to get unanswered damage. That's going to be the game. Yeah, big whiff. Big whiff.
Big whiff in the complete opposite direction of the opponent. What was, you know, like the AVGN voice, what was he thinking?
Yeah.
You know, maybe he was expecting like a cross-up, maybe he was expecting experience to like dash in, do like a side light or something.
No, that's actually my guess here, is like, sometimes it's a...
I think he just thought it would hit.
It's a read on someone's movement after they whiff. A lot of people in Brawlhalla, when they whiff, they pick one of 3 options, right? Well, I guess 4 technically. It's you spot dodge, or you try to dash through somebody, or you dash away from them, or you jump, right? And so if he places that side air in the right spot, if he tries to dash through, he's going to get smacked, and it works. But it's just like, oh, experience stood still. Why did he stand still? People never stand still.
And with Brawlhalla specifically, there's so many different moves that change your momentum and then also have some blind spots. Katana Cider being one of the moves that takes you with it. And as a result, standing still against Katanas is actually kind of viable if somebody is trying to land directly on top of you. To hit you directly on top, they have to drift into a neutral air or ground pound.
That was the thing. Like, if I'm, you know, of course, hindsight is 2020, but if you're Guichabou there, the safer thing to do is likely neutral air, right? That would hit in that situation. But it's like, you know, you're trying to get more damage. The side air does do more damage, and you're trying to do a comeback. And so we're going to see if this game 3 goes a little bit better in the favor of Guichabou and TruckStop, because right now, things are looking a little bit dire.
Okay, that was an amazing follow from Experience. Experience wanting to get really aggressive off stage, looking for that downer. Didn't actually find that spike, didn't find that N-Sig either. TruckStop again, that was the toss-up, that was the lob. And all you had to do was connect that cider and it didn't come out.
Okay, and we have the swap over from TruckStop over to Teros as well, right? The Ogrim has been put back in the pocket, and of course it looks like they want that extra KO power, which, you know what, I get it. I think Ogrim has a fair chunk of it, but you cannot compare Ogrim's KO power to Teros's. It simply is like apples and oranges. And so maybe that little bit of extra juice will be the difference to give the blue team a game.
Experience, how are we going to make it back here? Just looking for that follow-up. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Ooh.
He just built a sandwich, bottom up, bottom up. That was amazing.
And at this point, it's like, oh wait, hold on, Experience trying to get back here, working around Zen as well to make sure in case they need assistance, they can get it. D-like ground pound, that's a stock, not quite. Guichabou throws the weapon, and it doesn't matter. The patience from Experience once again proving to be useful, but we do get the counter punch from TruckStop. So they do trade stocks, but that still works in favor of the red team.
Not impossible for the blue team at the moment, but quite unlikely. They are behind the stock. Zen stock actually going to be gone now, and the tides are basically even, especially because TruckStop wanted to do something evil to Experience, something unholy.
Yeah, luckily Teros N-Sig does have a gap in the hitbox between the startup of the first swing and the second swing, and that's where he got stuffed on there. Otherwise, that would have been
disastrous. Window to punish it.
Yeah.
That was a small window. He gave it Experience. He vibe checked him, and guess what? He passed it.
Luckily enough, fingers crossed. You know, at this point, I'm like, wow, you're brave. But I guess if you're up too well, you kind of have the feeling that you got their number at least a little bit. But now, final stocks here. I don't know if Guichabou gets back here. Not especially with Experience hitting you like that. GG's. Oh, tries to get the save.
Okay.
And face dodge. It works.
The
nice.
save?
That's exactly what we want to see here. There is still hope yet for the blue team. Not a whole lot of it, but there is still hope.
A little bit of hope. Guichabou just has to not get hit and pick up a weapon. Maybe help out you teammates.
Okay.
Experience. Oh, no.
Give it up for free. Oh, but you got Wushang. All right, and now the hope is gone.
Yeah, it is Guichabou so deep into the red, having taken so much damage. Both red team members just tossing their weapons off stage. Oh boy.
And Experience will wait, even if Zen throws his stock away. Yeah, like it doesn't matter. Like that is so hard to throw. That is so hard to throw. But then again, there is a Kaina versus Stingray at BCX. That did happen. So you know, people do have the perfect stock sometimes. Was not going to happen there though. That's going to be Zen and Experience winning 3-0. Over TruckStop and Guichabou. And honestly, I was saying a little bit earlier, I don't know if I really like